in life, it's less about the things that happen to you that actually make you happy and successful. It's actually your thinking and self talk that does. There's actually a quote where it says, some people have the best of things happen to them, but some people make the best out of what happens. So, really, in that quote, you can really identify some like wisdom there, which is it's not really what happens to you that determines how your life will end up in the future. It's actually what you do about it. And specifically regarding happiness, what you think of it. In happiness, it's not about what happens to you, but actually your thinking of what happens to you. So then the question is, what is the thinking that leads to happiness no matter what hardship hits you in life? Because no matter what happens in life, we have hardship and we're gonna have things that make us sad. What we need to do is to adopt a positive connotation. So connotation, its definition is the idea or feeling a word invokes. So for example, confident versus arrogance. They both mean a high opinion of yourself, but one is positive connotation and one is negative connotation. There's steadfast versus hard-headed. Both continue no matter what annoyances or obstacles face them, except one has a positive connotation, one has a negative connotation. And there's slim versus skinny. So slim has a positive connotation, skinny has a negative connotation. Even though two words technically mean the same thing and are synonyms, they have different connotations. And in life, we ourselves have connotation towards the unfortunate things that happen in our life. So, for example, I have been sleep deprived for the past like 3 years or more than that, actually. That as soon as you heard that, you immediately conjured an image of negativity about that. You already had a negative connotation of it. But the most happy people convert the natural tendency to assign negative connotation to unfortunate things in life and they convert it to positive connotation. For me, it's actually kind of a blessing that I'm sleep deprived because I know like if you're sleep deprived, then your energy, your focus, your motivation, your memory, it all goes down and you have more anxiety. But for me, it's such a blessing because I've learned how to find ways to cope using meditation and like journaling. And even though discipline is really hard because I'm sleep deprived, I know that it's like hardened me even more that I have sleep, the deprivation, and all those things, they're making me into a better person in the future. So this sleep deprivation is actually a blessing that will lift curses in the future that other people aren't fortunate enough to experience. Like technically, sleep deprivation making you worse and sleep deprivation making you better, they are both true. But instead of choosing the negative connotation of the unfortunate thing in life, start converting it to a positive connotation. And it's really good to do that. It feels good. So, for example, this is a example dialogue of converting negative connotation to positive connotation. So, frick, I messed everything up. Now I have to redo everything. It's a waste of time. But the positive connotation is, frick, I messed everything up. At least I get to go over and improve the things I didn't care to review. What a fortunate thing. Uh, Frick, bro, I got a B plus instead of the usual A. I'm getting worse. And then positive connotation is, let's go. I got a B plus instead of the D that my friend got. I don't know how he got that because it was pretty easy, but it's okay. Things are going well. So you'll notice in those examples, and nothing about the event actually happened. Nothing about the unfortunate event happened, except you just converted the connotation. Stop placing, stop leaning into the natural tendency to assign negative connotation to bad events and start changing, assigning positive connotation to things. So, a more practical way to make yourself have more positive connotation over the unfortunate things that happen in your life comes from a book called The Happiness Advantage by Dr. Sean Acor. This is The Happiness Advantage. And his phrase is, how can I feel fortunate rather than helpless or powerless? So let's say uh, I'm falling behind, I'm the slowest person in this race. How can I feel fortunate rather than helpless or powerless? Well, a way I could feel fortunate is to um, compare myself to what I used to be before. I used to be even slower than I used to be before, and then other people are also like slower than me also. And at least I had fun training for the race, right? So there you'll notice uh reframing the thing to make yourself feel fortunate rather than helpless or powerless already naturally changed it from negative connotation to positive connotation. That's the first thing. How can I feel fortunate rather than helpless or powerless? And the second thing is to remind yourself of the Sean Acor phrase, which is, if you believe the bad things in life make you worse and unhappier, that is what will happen. If you believe the bad things in life are opportunities for growth and wisdom and make you stronger, then that also is what will happen. Every time any unfortunate things come to you in life, just start assigning positive connotation to them rather than leaning into assigning negative connotation. It's all in the thinking. Remember, how can I feel fortunate rather than helpless or powerless? And two, if you believe the bad things in life make you worse and unhappier, that is what will actually happen. And if you believe the bad things are opportunities for growth and wisdom and make you stronger, then that also is what will happen. Those two things are what should be with you like every moment of the day, every time an unfortunate thing comes to you. Because really, the unfortunateness of it doesn't really come from the actual unfortunate event itself. It's actually our thinking of it. If you want to be happier, then change what you think about what happens already rather than trying to change what happens only. So start applying this into your life from now on until you die. See you.